Autism lives, festival of toys. Feels like magic for girls and boys. Every laugh and every cheer makes this time of year so dear.
Good morning and welcome to Autism Live. It's my favorite time of the year. It's the Festival of Toys. So for today and tomorrow's show, all we're going to do, there's no jargon. All we're going to do is talk about toys and how they can be a fabulous thing to ignite the hearts and minds of our kiddos, our teens, and our adults. So just to clue you in, today we're talking about all of our favorite, well, most of our favorite toys that are in the toy guide, that are in the baby and the toddler and the preschool section. So we're talking about those younger kids. Now, before all of you who have older kids go, well, that doesn't apply to me, you should stick around because some of these toys are good for any age range. I will tell you, there's one I'm going to show you in just a second that we all had fun playing with this morning. So they're all really cool, and sometimes they're the perfect fit for your kiddo who is older on the spectrum. One of the things that I tell you guys, and by the way, you can find the toy guide at autismnetwork.com. And when you go there at the very top, there's a little icon that says toy guide, or if you're looking on an iPad or on your phone, there's the three little bars. If you click on those and click toy guide, then you can start with whichever page that you want because there's a page for each age range. So my advice always is to start with the age range of what the child actually is. Now, sometimes that's not going to be what you end up with, right? But it's a great place to start. So if your child is 2, you're going to look in the baby and toddler category. And, hopefully you'll find what you want there. But if you don't, then I always encourage you to look in the areas that are around. So it would be the next one up to look in the preschool. But be careful, if your child is 2, you want to make sure that you're not picking a toy that age rating is 3, because 3 and up is reserved for toys that have a choking hazard, right? I'll tell you where it really works, though, is when you get into the teen and tween category, which we're going to be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the school age, the teen, tween, and then we've got some adults and 1 or 2 caregiver winners as well. But let's say that you have a 12-year-old and you're like, okay, well, that's a tween. So I'm going to look at the teen tween page, right? And you look around there and you don't find exactly what you need. Take a look in the 2 that are right close to it. So you look at the school age and you look at the adult one to see, is there something that's a better fit for my kiddo? You're going to be mindful of the age ratings. We gave you age ratings when they were appropriate and when we had them. But you know your kiddo better than anybody else. But I'll tell you something. We've got some toys that will make everybody happy. There's something for everybody in this toy guide. I want to remind you that we are premiering this show live, so you guys can be writing in. We're premiering this show live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and about a dozen other places, and it will be available as a podcast from now till eternity. So this is the Festival of Toys 2024. In case you're like, what year is this? When it's 2027. 2024. And you can go back and look at previous years and see, what did we love? What were we really excited about? A couple of them during the pandemic I did with Dr. Grampiche at her house with her family, and they helped me out. So everybody's busy this year, so it's just me and you, but we're having a good time. There are even some old videos that I did with my husband that you at a toy store, a couple of years that we did that. So check them out. You'll see all kinds of fun ones. But this year, we have some good toys. So I'm going to launch in. I feel like I forgot something, but we're just going to launch in and start talking about stuff. All right. I'm going to go right here with this toy. I have my little cheat sheets here. So, because I want you to know that this comes to us from Smart Steps. It's called the Happy Hammer Grasping and Reaching Toy. And this one, in our baby category, it won the STEM category because you can do all kinds of things with this, but it makes it help with motor skills and with problem solving. You can use it turned off. Can I just start there and say, and it's still lots of fun. It makes a little bit of a noise, right? But if you turn it on, it makes even more noise. And then it makes it very reinforcing if you bang it, right? It gives, and there's a baby that laughs. So I wish that we had had this when my son was little, because the hammering motion really gets it's a I love the baby giggling. It makes me tee-hee. It's something that helps us to build both fine and gross motor. So it's super duper cute. And you can turn it off if the boing 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 noise gets too much. But I got to be honest, it's very fun. I enjoy it. I had a good time with it this morning. Happy Hammer, grasping and reaching toy. Smart Steps, super, super cool. And it won our STEM category for babies. You know, what can I say? It's amazing. I'm not going to put it back on the table because I have other things there. Okay, next up, these are another thing that I can tell you, this is in the baby, this is not in the baby, it's in the preschool category because it is appropriate for 3 and up. But I can tell you that the adult in your life will love this. These are the Teeny Neato Cool Cats. And this comes to us from Shiling. And this won our Sensory Toy Award in our preschool category. This is for 3 and up, not for babies, right? This could potentially be a choking hazard. So be mindful of that. But there are these 3 little kitties. I don't know where I would need to put them so that you can see them up close. But they're little kitties. They have little ears and they have little tails on them, and you squish them, and they are the happiest little things. So this is a sensory toy winner in that preschool category. It's also good for fine motor, and it's just, they smell good. I'm telling you, hours and hours of fun. I also love that if I have a friend, I can share because they come 3 to a pack and they come in different colors. And different colors than this. You can get a different pack and have different colors. They are so much fun. So it helps with social skills, helps with fine motor, helps de-stress, and just ridiculously good fun. So that's the Teeny Neato Cool Cats from Shiling. You'll find them in our preschool category. I'm stuffing them back in the box, and even that is fun sensory. What can I say? Let's talk about our top toy in the baby toddler category. I'm just like, shut the front door on this thing. Okay, so this is called from VTech. It's called the Sort and Discovery Activity Wagon. It's got this lovely handle so it can motor the wheels turn. But what I love about this is that the learning just doesn't stop anywhere. This is so typical of VTech that they just do it so well. I've got things that can spin. I can work on colors. I have a shape sorter on both ends of the wagon. I want to show you one end there and one end here. And I have the shapes to fit them through. So I'm learning about colors and about shapes. This is the circle. I put it through and it acts like a storage unit too. I've got fun beads to push across the top. I've got all kinds of things that little hands love to do that go different things or twirl. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. It's just ridiculous good amounts of fun. And then on this side, we really get into the VTechery, as I like to call it. I've got different settings that I can put it on to learn different things. And so I slide the peekaboo. Giraffe. I'm learning animals here. I can put it on different settings and I can learn, but I'm putting it on a lower volume there. I can learn numbers here. Let me put it back on. There we go. I can purple, but I can learn colors. I can learn numbers. It's just never ending, you guys. I can peekaboo over here with animals as well. I can spin. This is a good time for a little kiddo. So we love, love, love a VTech toy. Our parents will love that you can put things in it and your child can haul things around with them, whether it's a small pet or toys, right? Kids love to do that. So we're working on all that gross motor stuff. There's visual motor stuff to work on. I just love this toy. It won top toy in this category because so many people liked it in so many directions, right? We on the judging panel, we had therapists, we had parents, we had kids, and everybody loved it. And that's the hallmark of a top toy. when everybody loves it and it's educational and it's sensory fun. I just got to remember to turn it off before I put it back down, or it'll talk to us. And we don't want that. Okay, so VTech fantabulousness. All right, let me get to a couple of toys that came to us. Let me clear my desk here a little bit. So in the baby category, I'm going to show you 3 toys from Discovery Toys that happen to be in the baby, toddler, and preschool category. So this one is in the baby category, and this one best book. It is called the Tummy Time Flip Book, and the things that this thing can do. You're going to a baby shower, you got a new baby, and you want the perfect toy. We know that babies respond more visually to black, white, and red, right? So what I love about this is that no matter what you want to do with it, you could just lay on your tummy. And I didn't take off the little covering for the mirror here, but there's a mirror here so baby can sit and look at themselves. Or they can turn pages and look at all the different scenes that are there. Got all kinds of things that the baby will love, and I can read it just like a book with them. But can you hear it crinkling? Because it gives that sensory and experience for them so that it makes them want to touch it, right? So that's cool. I can use it as a book, but I can also hang this on the back of the seat, right? So that baby can look at it that way too. So there's just so many different things that I can do. It's got Velcro, so I can put this up different places, different scenes. So much going on here for a baby in it's deceptively simple, right? But such a clever, clever book. So that comes to us from Discovery Toys. And this is appropriate for newborns. So a fabulous, fabulous thing. Get that from them. Then I also want to talk in the baby category, another Discovery Toys winner. This one, the Boredom Buster, because we don't want babies to get bored. Do you want a baby to get bored? I don't want a baby to get bored. So I love how they package things at Discovery Toys. I'm going to fling that to the side, shall I? Okay, so I've got the beginnings of a shape sorter here, but what's cool about it is I can't fail. And we love that. That's called errorless learning. So I've got all these wonderful shapes that are here that can connect together, but so many things to work on with these. They've all got numbers on them. So if I need help putting them together, I can build a totem too, right? The pieces have different shapes on the end and they have a number on them. So I don't know if you can see, this one is in the shape of a square. It's blue and it has the number 3. So as a parent, I can be talking about any of those things. I can talk about the fact that it's square, that it's blue, that it's the number 3. And I can connect it. I can put the number 2 on top of it. It has the corresponding shape. And I see that it's number 2, but number 2 is in a circle and it's red. So I've got all these things to work on. So I can build this big totem with all of those things. But then I have little shapes that can go, because I'm going to show you how many things you can do with this little box. This is why it's the Boredom Buster. Imagine, you got to go to grandma's house for the afternoon and you want to take a toy because you want the baby to have a good time, but you don't want to pack the whole world into your car, right? So this is why this is so good. So I've got my shapes here, and this is in the shape of a star. It's a little green star, and I can fit that through, and it's a shape sorter, right? But it immediately goes through. I can also put it through easily because it looks almost like circus, but they're elastic bands, so that it holds on to it and they won't lose these shapes, so I can pack it up very easily. But wait, there's more. On this side of the top, I have a xylophone, and I've got my little xylophone things that I can play music and do that, or I can pop this thing out. Yes, it's reversible. And then I've got all kinds of more fun to be done. Plus, I've got a little gear doohickey. So all I have to do is turn this, and I'm turning gears. So much to do. Or I can pop this back over, and I can play the xylophone. I love the thought that went into planning this wonderful, wonderful. It's called the Motor Skills Box. It is available from Discovery Toys. You can find it on the toy guide. It won in the baby category. It won the Boredom Buster. And when I need to pack this toy up, all I need to do is shove all my little pieces back through my little elastic straps, and I have picked up this toy, and it is mobile to fly again. I need to put this last piece in here. These snap in, and we're good to go. So again, and that is for 19 months plus, again, from Discovery Toys. And then we had a third winner in these categories that we're talking about today. There's another one for tomorrow from Discovery Toys. This won the Educational Toy Award in the preschool category because it's 3 and up, right? But it's called Whirly Gears, and again, it's from Discovery Toys. I am going to pop this open to show you how super much fun this is. I've already taken everything out of the plastic before, but I wanted to show you that it's kind of like a building system, but it's a building system with gears. I've got it good and jammed in there. So I've got gears, and I build them onto my platform however I want them. Each gear is unique and different, what it does and how it functions, and it has a number on it. But I can connect my gears in a way that if I'm successful, and talk about cause and effect here, I can, in this case, it's a button that I can push, and if I've done it properly, it makes the gear next to it move. So think about all the different things that you can be doing and building with this. And I've got all kinds of shapes and buttons. Some of them are turned. And I also have, it's a whole kit, you guys, that I've got so many pieces. But one of the things I love about Discovery Toys is that you get an instruction booklet with it that gives you some really good ideas of things to build. If you're like, yeah, I don't know how to get them interested in it, just start to build one by one what they tell you to build. And what you'll find is that your child will then decide to off-road and do it their way. And that's exactly what you want. This is a very well-made toy. Again, it's Discovery Toys. It won our Best Educational Toy Award in the category of preschool. So it is rated ages 3 and up. But I know some kids that are school age that would love this, right? I know a 14-year-old who would love this, right? So don't be held to the age ranges except when they're very little and you're worried about choking hazards. Okay, where do I want to go next? There's so many things to do. Let's go here. In the preschool category, our best book, oh, I love this book so much. Awesome Dawson Has Big Emotions. And this comes to us from Boys Town Press. And I have to be honest with you. I reached out to them because I saw this and I was like, I really love this. I want to see it. And it's just so well written. I want to say that it's written by Julia Cook in consultation with Dr. Rebecca Chow. It's illustrated by Dale Crawford. The illustrations are beautiful and colorful. And this would be a great book to read with your child, starting ages 3, about their emotions. And in this book, Dawson has big emotions. And sometimes his big emotions get the better of him, right? And he might have a little bit of a tantrum. But Dawson has wonderful people in his life. And so he begins to learn over time how to acknowledge his emotions, know what's happening, and not be overwhelmed with them. He has a teacher who helps him through that. You'll see, I don't want to read the whole book to you because I want you to get it. But she gives him this really fun little toy. And I'm like, Boys Town Press, you got to put this toy out to help him to understand his emotions and help him to have a place to put them. But it's a fabulous book to read with our kids of any ages. I would be fine reading this with college students. I'm just going to be honest. Anybody who's having trouble and feeling overwhelmed by their emotions, this is a good fit. Again, it's Boys Town Press. It's called Awesome Dawson Has Big Emotions. And I believe that there are other books in the Awesome Dawson line, shall we say. So if your child loves this, it might be that you want to look at other books in the Awesome Dawson line. He's super cute, and this is very educational. All right, what else have I got? Oh, this is super fun. So this is the Talk and Teach Farm from the Learning Journey, which is part of University Games. I love them. This is rated 2+ years, and it won the Speech Builder Award from us. It looks like a little barn, so it's super cute, and you can take it with you, and it is an electronic toy, and we know that our kids love electronic toys. It comes... Hello? Yes, let's do that. Okay. So it comes with a deck of cards, and the decks of cards are double-sided, and they're in several different categories. There's numbers, there's animals, there's farm elements, and then there's food elements. So I'm going to take one of the food cards, right? Because it's important that we teach our children about the food. I am still here. It will prompt your child. I'll tell you. I'm going to insert. Well, maybe I did it wrong. Oh, I think I did. I waited too long. It will turn off, and I like that because it saves batteries.
Or insert a card
Okay.
and let's play.
And of course, it's not going to pay any attention to me. Maybe I stuck it in wrong. Let's put in this one. Carrot. There we go. Say it with me. Carrot. And now this is why it's the Speech Builder Award, because I'm having to interact with it. I put the card in and it tells me. I don't know why it wouldn't say tomato. Let's put cheese in and see if it says cheese. It might be that I played with it too much and I need to add batteries. Cheese. Cheese. Wonderful. So your child has a lot of ability to decide what they want to put in. It gives them the prompt of, and by the way, as I said, it's two-sided. So let me put the broccoli in and see what happens. Broccoli.
Say it with me.
Broccoli. Yes. So they're getting the text and the reinforcement of the voice saying, say it with me. So they get several different attempts at it. It's a great way to build language. A great toy to take in the car when you're going on a car trip and you don't want to have necessarily screen time. I am still here. I do like the fact that it will shut off. It prompts me to play, but it will shut off on its own accord. And so that's a wonderful thing. Again, this is the Talk and Teach Farm from the Learning Journey, which is a division of University Games, and it did win our Speech Builder Award. It's probably going to ask me one more time if I'm still here, but that's okay. All right, what have I got next? Oh, okay, it's time to go. Thank you. Bye. See you later. Let's talk about STEAM Girls. These are STEAM Girls from Theodora STEAM Girls. And this won the STEM Award in our preschool category because I super love these. I want to show you that there are multiple different varieties of them. This one, her name is Tyreka, and she is the aspiring technologist. And so there's stuff just about being an aspiring technologist, but we're going to open and take a look at, this is Malika. And Malika, if I'm not mistaken, is the aspiring mathematician, which is very important. It's very important to model for young girls and for young boys that girls are able to do the STEAM stuff too, right? I love that she has her wonderful cultural dress here, and that she comes with a bunch of activities and a booklet that tell all about her and about her love of math. And you get to do some math problems with her. There are stickers that you can use as well. And it's just a really wonderful, the clothes are fabulous. You can dress her up and do different things with her. But the whole modeling of the fact that not only are STEM and STEAM things super cool, because they are, and that girls can do that, but giving everybody an opportunity to model that. I think that's a very important thing. So these are from Theodora STEAM Girls, and they are rated 3 and up. And they're just lovely dolls, too. They're well-made, lovely dolls. Good for anybody. I am not somebody who thinks that dolls are just for little girls. I think they're for little boys, too. And if you don't ever get your little boys a doll to take care of, then how do we expect them to be ready when they have children? This is the question that I have always asked. I don't have the answer to it, but I know that in my family, we believe in giving toys to the boys. And thus far, we've had some pretty good daddies come out of that. So, and don't you want them to grow up to be good daddies? I do. Oh, can we talk about Leapfrog for a minute? Because I truly love Leapfrog. What an amazing company. This particular toy is the Get Ready for Phonics. And this is the speech builder in the baby and toddler category. The other one was for preschool, but this is rated 18 months plus. And do you remember the old toys that were like See and Say? It's like that, but on steroids, so much better than we could have ever conceived of, right? There are so many things that you can work on here. And I know that there was a period of time when we weren't as concerned about phonics, but phonics help with reading and phonics help with being able, with both sides of language, expressive, which is the going that way, and receptive coming this way. Helps your child to distinguish sounds, which is really, really important. And of course, Leapfrog does it as only they can in a very fun, very technology accessible way for our kiddos. So obviously you turn this thing on, and of course, I've gotten us the one, there it is. There it is. I thought I got the one that I hadn't already started. We're right? So I've put it on the music setting for some reason, but there is a whole music setting and we're learning songs about phonics. But I can also put it on this setting. Let's explore. So I've got this whole rainbow of buttons here that I can push that correspond with the pages, and I'll show you in a second that you can turn them. So here I have a Yeti. I'm going to push. Yeti. Yeti like a Yeti with a yo-yo. Wonderful. But if I turn the page, I'm in a whole other category here. It makes that lovely little noise. And here I have a sheep. I'm going to push the same button. Sheep, it tells me. Sheep in the shower? Oh, for corn's sake, Ethel. Okay, but all of these buttons, and I have a different thing for each page that I turn. So on this page, it's a turtle. Turtle, right? And then we've got the text here, we've got the picture here, and then we've got the sound to go with it. Now, this is just on this Explore page. Look at how many pages I get. I've got my yellow, my orange. I've got orange and green. I've got green and blue. I've got blue and purple. And I've got purple and pink. All of those, what we would call exemplars. That we're teaching all of those sounds. But that's just, there are 4 different settings. I can do this on the Explore, on the music, I can do it on the Find, and I can do it on the Star setting. And there are different things to learn on. Press the big red button to see how we make the word. Oh, I don't know, I did something wrong. I waited too.
Press the light up buttons and make your own words.
Press the light up buttons and make your own words. So many things to work on. So much fun to have. Imagine taking this on a car ride or giving this. I'm going to turn it off so I can talk. And with all good Leapfrog toys, I have the ability of having the sound be higher or the sound be lower because Leapfrog appreciates that parents don't want to be driven crazy. Isn't that wonderful of them? So imagine sometimes our relatives, once our children have a diagnosis of autism, relatives are like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, like they forget everything about communicating. Sometimes giving a really good toy and saying, Grandma, sit down and play this with them. Grandma will love this. And they will sit and play with your child. And now your child is learning and they're bonding. And I love that. So many different ways to use this amazing, amazing toy. But this is why it won the Speech Builder Award in our baby toddler category, rated 18 months and up from Leapfrog. Let's look at another Leapfrog winner here. Oh my gosh, can I tell you how much I love this? I will. Don't stop me. So this is the Touch and Learn Dinosaur book from Leapfrog. It has a rating of 2 years and up. This in our baby toddler category won the Educational Award. And because it is so very, very educational. Now, I think most kids really love dinosaurs, and I think most kids that are in our neck of the woods in the autism category especially love dinosaurs. And they want to know more about dinosaurs, which makes them love this book. But this is an interactive book because Leapfrog wouldn't do it any other way, right? There's so much to learn. Again, I have my choices of having it be loud. I don't want it to be as loud, but I can make it louder if I need to. It's going to give me options of music, but on each page, each one of the things about the dinosaur I can touch, and I can learn about the dinosaur. So I just inadvertently touched the tail, and
This dinosaur, long neck.
He has a
This
long neck.
dinosaur had a long neck.
Yes,
Long neck.
there we
This
go.
dinosaur, long neck.
Okay, so how about eggs?
Long neck.
He keeps. I must be touching something somewhere. So how about this one for the Triceratops? Triceratops. So it's interactive, making noises.
1, 2, 3.
all-
Triceratops.
All the things I'm working on.
Dinosaurs.
I mean,
Had places,
I don't know this.
birds,
I didn't know an Ilosaurus. Okay, so in the beginning.
Dinosaurs lived.
So I've learned a little bit about some of the dinosaurs. Now I'm going to learn about when did they live. I'm learning about the Triassic period, the Jurassic period. Come on now. And listen, when our little kids sit and play with this stuff, they actually learn it, you guys.
To explore.
And it prompts me. Then I'm going to talk about what dinosaurs eat, which is wonderful.
How big were dinosaurs?
We're going to talk about how big the dinosaurs were and learn more dinosaurs.
What was it like when dinosaurs lived?
I learn about their environment.
What do fossils teach us about dinosaurs?
I'm going to learn about fossils. I mean, come on now.
What happened to dinosaurs?
And what happened to them about when they went extinct.
Dinosaurs
Now, in this
stood
category,
very
I'm
tall.
just in the red category. Can you see that there are 3 different sets of buttons? I can push the gold button and I can start all over and I'm learning different things, and I can push the purple button and I'm being asked all kinds of questions. So many things to work on, so many things to learn. If your child is even remotely interested in dinosaurs, this, it prompts you. I'm going to turn it off. So many things to learn. So this was our top educational toy in the baby toddler. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. And I know that your kiddos will too. Again, it's a great toy if you're having grandma, grandpa, aunt, or uncle come over and you want them to hang out with your child. Don't just expect them to automatically know how to sit down and communicate with your child. Give them something to play with your child, and you'll find that they'll bond that much faster. Okay, talking about bonding, let's talk about this amazing toy. This is from VTech. It's the Cutie Paws Puppy Carrier. It's for 12 months and up. And in our baby category, this one, Social Skills Builder. Now, I know some people go, I don't have social skills. Yes, social skills, because when we learn to take care of someone other than us, that's a social skill, because we're learning perspective taking. I may not be tired, but the puppy might be tired, right? And I'm learning that I am different than the puppy, which means I'm different from you, and what you need is different. So it is really good social skills. This is an amazing VTech toy because it comes with everything that I need for interactive play plus lessons. And this is in the baby category. It has crinkly sounds to do. It has rattle, right? So it's a great sensory experience. But as the child grows a little bit older, I can turn this on, for instance, and I have 3 different modes that I can do here, where I can be in puppy mode or I can be in learning mode. So let's start it. And this may be the one that I've run the batteries down on, because it's, oh, there we go. So I can be learning. It's red, but first it said 1, and it has a circle on it. So I'm learning all of those things, but I can also put it in puppy mode, and it tells me, hi, it's playtime. So it's going to prompt me about how to play with the puppy. So some of the things that it gives me to do, and it prompts me to do, are to play with the Frisbee, and the Frisbee's in the back of my carrier. Snaps in so I can take it with me. it may prompt me to give, and these are better with little fingers. I have big fat fingers, but little fingers find these easier. I have little treats that I can give my doggy. I have, let me put those back in. I have a little comb that I can comb my puppy, and I showed you the puppy can come out, so puppy can go night-night with me if that's what we so choose to do, or puppy can go in their carrier to go to school or, you know, go run errands. If I want to give the puppy water, I have a little pump here that I can squeeze it. It makes a noise, and then I can feed my puppy water. I've got a whole bag of treats that are here, and I have a handy cell phone carrier, which every gal needs, right? Every gal and guy needs. I've got little slider things that make noise and buttons galore to push, which makes this a very exciting toy for me as a young child. Remember that this is rated 12 months plus, but a great social skills builder. That's why it won the Social Skills Building Award in our baby toddlers. So, fantastico. All right. Next, let's talk about another baby toy that I've got here on the floor. This is the Crawligator, and it's for tummy time. Crawligator tummy time. And this is for babies 4 months and up, and you put them on their stomach on this, and they are able to paddle with their hands to be able to crawl. It lifts them up the floor, really builds those motor skills to help them to actually motor, which is why it won the Motor Skills Award in the baby category. I really love it. It really helps them zoom along the floor. And for some of our kiddos, not every child has the motor skills to be able to lift themselves up and to crawl. So we will see babies scooting and all of these other kinds of things. And, you know, it used to be that it was just like, well, you lived with that. But what we've learned is that there's ocular motor things that you lose out on if you don't have enough time. I will tell you that my son, the crawling thing wasn't happening for him. He was rolling everywhere, or he would hang on to things and try to cruise, right? And he pretty much, I think he crawled for one day and then he could walk, right? And we had to work on some ocular motor stuff later on. So I really love this because it helps to make it possible for all babies to be able to lay on their tummy and scoot themselves along. So you're building the muscles to be able to do that. And they're getting that ocular motor of seeing things at this level, which is an important stage to go through. So this comes to us from Crawligator, and it is the Crawligator Tummy Time Crawligator, I guess is what you call it. And it did win the motor skills. Okay, next up, the boredom buster for our preschool kids is art rods. And these are, I love these because they come to us from Underdog Educational. They're rated 3 and up, and it won the boredom buster in our preschool category. So you've got these foam tubes. They remind me of the foam rollers we used to use in our hair back in the 90s. I think they're coming back in fashion. They're very bendable, right? They're foam and they bend back. You can do all kinds of things with it. I can make all kinds of shapes with it. I can do whatever I want. But what's extra added with these is that they have a little clip at the end, so I can clip it together, or I can clip it to another art rod. I could write my name if I wanted to. I could build a dinosaur. I could build a fort, right? I have to make sure I have the right ends together. That is the one thing about this. You can't, oh no, I was in the right place in the first time. So I can build this together and I can make a necklace. I can make a crown. I can bend it and do anything that I want to do. I can create a work of art. I went around the corner and didn't allow myself to go around the corner. There we go. No, I'm bending too close. Here we go. So much fun because as you're playing with this and people want to play with it in a different way. No two people are going to play with this in the same way. Really creative, fun. Again, it's art rods and you get a whole set of them and they come with stickers so that you can make an animal. I was making a crown. That's what I was trying to do. You can make an animal and put eyeballs on it. And then when you're done, you take them all apart, you stretch them all out, and they're back to zero. We used to do this with newspaper. We would roll up newspaper, and then the kids could mold it into different shapes. It took forever to make the newspaper, and it was messy as all get out. This is so much easier and so much more fun, and they're in colors. So we love our Boredom Buster art rods, rated 3 and up, ages 3 and up. So wunderbar. Okay, let's talk about some arts and crafts. Oh my gosh, I love this company, Mikador. So I've got 2 here. I want to say that this is the one that won the award, but I would have given this an award if I just had more time and space. So this won Best Art and Craft Award, and that won in our preschool category, but it's rated 2 and up. And this is called the Sensory Painting and Drawing, and it comes with all kinds of things in the kit so that you can finger paint, you can, draw all kinds of things, but they really give you activities to help you to make it a fun sensory experience. You don't have to go and get anything because all the stuff that you need is in here. And I love that as a parent to have one of these on the shelf for that rainy day or that day that whatever therapy you had canceled and you're like, what do I do now? And you go, okay, I'm going to do this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be educational. Your child will learn so much, but they have a full line of these kinds of toys. So this one is Sensory Creating Crazy Creatures, where you have all these shapes and then together you try to create as many different creatures as you possibly can, which is so much fun. Again, this is rated ages 2 and up. These come from Mikador. They're great arts and crafts kits. I really encourage you to have some of these. These are great gifts when you're giving birthday gifts to other kids. The parents will always thank you and go, oh my gosh, when you need them, they are there and just fabulous for you. All right, what do we next? Oh, let's talk about Clixo. So this is another preschool award winner. This is rated ages 4 to 99. This is one of those toys, you guys, that if you had an adult and you weren't sure what to get them, this would be hours of fun for them. So this particular kit here, this is the rainbow pack, and it comes with 42 pieces of different sizes and shapes in rainbow colors. But I'm going to show you how this works. This won our STEM award in the preschool category because you want to talk about giving a kiddo an opportunity to be an engineer very successfully. They're made out of this, I don't even know what this is. It's a wonderful bendable substance. And there are little magnets on the end, and I can connect it to do all kinds of things. Now, already I feel like that's somebody with a walker. I don't know. But you can create rocket ships. What I love is there's something very satisfying about when you get them close to each other, that the magnets pull, and there's just this very satisfying pull and the success of that. They're different colors on each side, which also helps the kiddos as they learn how to be an engineer. They're like, oh, well, so the green goes with the green and the, different shapes that they can make, all kinds of different things. I can make a ball if I want to, look, I made another crown. How funny is that? I must be crown obsessed today. But I also love that they're learning how to be engineers. They're learning how to use magnets. They're learning colors. And when it's time to put it away, it's super fun to put it away because you just stack the magnets on top of each other. And guess what? If you step on these on the living room floor, you're not in shrieking pain. I'm sorry, but that's a plus, is it not? It absolutely is. So amazing. Now, see, if I went to put the blue on top of the green and it doesn't go together, it kind of repels and it levitates a little bit. Very satisfying, I have to say. Super duper fun. Easy, stackable. They come in these wonderful recycled material cases. Clixo. And again, that is for 4 and up. It won the STEM Toy Award in the preschool category. Oh, look, we have another top toy award. Oh my goodness. Okay. So when I showed this to the judges, they all lost their minds because this is just unique and fabulous. This is Jelly Blocks, and it comes to us, I can't talk anymore, from Goliath. And this is rated 2+. This was the top toy in the preschool category. because it's just, everyone loved it. Everyone loved it, and they loved it on every level. It is a building system, but it's squishy. You could step on these all day long and never hurt yourself. And some of them come with stuff inside them so that you can squish it and feel that stuff. So I can build, or I can learn colors, or I can count because they have a different number of pips on them. I can problem solve with them. I can see how tall of a tower I can build. But the sensory experience of squishing them is just so delectable, so fabulous. So this kit comes with 20 blocks. Each block is different and has a different squish to it, which is just, it's just beyond. It's so fantastic. I want you to know that they're BPA free and PVC, no phthalates, no polycarbonates. They're easy to clean. You simply wash them with gentle water, which, how much do we love a toy that you can clean easily too? So build, work on colors, work on numbers, work on sensory stuff. It's a top toy, you guys. Again, it's called Jelly Blocks from Goliath Games, and it was the top toy in the preschool category because everybody loved it. Everybody loved it, as do I. Okay, moving on to Halo the horse. Oh, the horse with the toy with a purpose. And this comes to us from Benny Buddies. It's World Benny. I lost. Oh, it went down there. But this was our kids' choice in the preschool category because it's got so many fabulous things with it. First of all, I get a stuffed horse who's super soft. And his name is Halo. And I love him. And your kids will love him too. Halo has a secret compartment in his back that holds things that I can remove by zipping open his belly. And I can put things in there. He also comes with this wonderful book that's all about Halo, and that Halo lends a helping hoof. So the toys that this company makes, they all come this way with a book, a toy, and a reward system. I don't know if you can see here, there's reward tokens in different colors in there. So in the book, we read about Halo and how Halo does nice things for the other animals around them. And what a good thing that is to care about other people and to do nice things for them. What a novel concept, right? And it encourages the child in the back of it, tells you exactly as an adult how to use this toy with your child. And that once you read the book, and you talk about how doing nice things for nice people is a very rewarding thing. And every time your child gets caught doing something nice for somebody, you give them a token and say, that was really nice. I really appreciate how you did that. Please go put this token in Halo's back. And then when the tokens are all gone, there's some sort of a wonderful special treat for the child that, is to thank them for doing good things in the world. This is called a token economy, my friends. That is exactly what that's called. And it works. It works with kiddos. So if you have things that you want to, there's one that teaches about the environment. There are lots of different animals that teach lots of different things, but I love that Halo lends a helping hoof and teaches kiddos how to be nice to other people. So what a wonderful, wonderful, and again, that comes to us from Benny. I think it's Benny Toys, Benny World, LLC. So there you go. Toys with a purpose. Love it. Okay, let's talk about some Briar Patch, shall we? This won the Parent Award in our preschool category because it's beyond fabulous. I'm going to very quickly open this up, and I'm not going to do everything with it, but I want you to see that it's called Pete the Cat Bedtime Blues Game. There is a whole board here, a game board, but notice that it packs up very nicely. I've got my game board here, and I've got this lovely bed that I'm going to put up here, and it fits right into some holes so that I don't have to worry about, where does it go, how does it go. And then I've got a spinner board, and I've got cats, and I've got some cards. So if I'm playing this game, and again, this won the Parent Award because a parent is going to love this. If we're working on going to bed and we want our child to go to bed and go to bed nicely, let's use the example of Pete the cat. And what happens is everybody picks their colors of cats, and 4 players can play, right? And you get to put one cat up on the bed as you start, and one cat's going to move around the board. We spin the spinner, and then we go to the different places on the board, and it tells me what to do. And so this one says brush teeth. So we give that child a brush teeth card. It's right here. A little card that shows Pete the cat brushing his teeth. And we give that to the child. And now the child has to jump up and pretend that they're brushing their teeth. Well, we're working on pretend play. We're working on knowing what are the steps to get ready for bed, right? And making it ridiculously fun. And after every turn, because as if this wasn't enough, here's the kicker. Here's where they get you, right? After every turn, there's a little red button on the bed. And when my turn is over, I push the red button. And sometimes, every so often, there's no rhyme or reason, but at some point, the bed is going to pop up and it's going to knock cats off the bed. And we all wait. We like trepidatiously push the red button. Oh no, will it be this time? Right? And then it's the next person's turn. And maybe as they turn, what's the one? Oh, go to bed. One of the steps is go to bed. So the steps are take a bath, put on your PJs, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We're teaching our child how to go to bed. We love this. But after every turn, and when you get one of the cards, you get to put another cat up on the bed. So eventually we have a bunch of cats up on the bed, and we keep pushing the button, and each time the fear and the fun go up, right? Like, oh no, when is the bed gonna, right? Because we can't have that many cats on the bed. Maybe I need to, no, it's on a randomizer. So, but eventually the bed is going to pop up, and the cats that get knocked off the bed, it's taking a long time. Oh, you know what? I didn't push down first. Hello, somebody forgot a step. Somebody's new here. You got to push it down first. And then it pops up. It had no place to pop. I was like, that's a long time. So, oh, is it going to pop? Is it going to pop? The suspense is building. How many times? Ah! And then the thing pops and everybody loves it. I love playing this game with little kids, with a little mixture of the tween teens. It's a great game to play during the holidays because it normalizes what the bedtime routine is and gets your kids excited about it. And I'm telling you, even adults, we like, like the, is it going to pop this time? So amazing, amazing game. This one, the Parent Award, it's called Pete the Cat Bedtime Blues. It's from Briar Patch, which is a division of University Games. Such well-made games. I'm going to go over a bunch of them right now because we gave a bunch of awards to them. I love this game. Teaching that bedtime routine and making it fun. Are you kidding me? Such a good time. Pete the Cat, Bedtime Blues. The parents overwhelmingly loved this. Great game to play. But let's talk about some other Briar Patch winners. So this one, Best Card and Board Game, and that was for our preschool category. Again, it's Briar Patch, a division of University Games. Oh, I'm dropping things out. I love the instructions. We call them the destructions at my house, right? But they're nice, clean instructions that are easy to follow. This is letter, number, or bug. We have cards, very easy to follow instructions where before we play the turn, we all have to guess. Do we think when somebody turns over a card, is it going to be a letter, a number, or a bug? Right? Those are my 3 choices. Somebody turns over the card. We see a bug. If I guessed that it was going to be a bug, I get to go and run and find the exact same bug or the letter or the number. It helps us to learn numbers and letters, taking turns. It helps us to learn all kinds of patience, right? But see, you can see the cards. They've got numbers on them. It's really fun. And it gets them running around because we spread the cards around and they have to go look for them. So they're using motor skills. They're learning all kinds of things while they're really engaged. I also love that it doesn't have to be a long game. and the pick up and set up, very minimal, and you have the child help you to do it. Super duper fun, which is why this won the best card or board game in the preschool category. It's rated 3 and up, and it's a good time. Speaking of, in this category, I'll tell you something that all of our BCBAs and our behavior technicians who saw this game went gazonga over it. This is also a Briar Patch game from University Games, rated ages 3 and up, and it's called Hocus Pocus, Everybody Focus. If you're trying to get your child ready for preschool or kindergarten or first grade, these are great games because you're building exactly the kinds of skills that you need to be successful in those grades. So one of the things that we want to work on always is building focus, because it's a muscle. I mean, it's not a muscle, but it's like a muscle, that if we can focus for 10 seconds, we can learn to focus for 12 seconds, so we can learn to focus for an hour and longer, right? I love that this comes with little, you get to pick which one of the things that becomes your blindfold so that you can't see things. Because when it's my turn, I get to pick a certain number of, they have all these wonderfully made cards, right? So maybe I want to pick the bicycle, and I've got little stands to put them on. Mom or dad can help with that. And let's say that I have objects. So I have a little wooden fish, and I've got a butterfly. I'm going to start with that. And so we all look at it and we go, okay, there's a butterfly, there's a bicycle, and there's a little fish. And then I spin the spinner, and the spinner tells me what I'm going to do. And they have an all play, or they have a plus or a minus. Let's say that it was a plus, right? So I'm going to say to everybody, cover your eyes, right? And you get out your little blindfold. I don't know where I put mine. Back in here, apparently. And you cover your eyes so that you can't see, right? I put my blindfold on. And I'm going to add something to the table. I fish around in the box, and I find the little dinosaur, and I sneakily put it on the table, right? And then I say, everybody open your eyes. And if I've been focusing, I now have to look and identify what got added. Oh, the dinosaur got added. Or it could be that I took something away. What are we missing? We're missing the butterfly. It really is a very fun way to build focus, for them to build their memory. I love a good memory game, right? But this has a different feel to it that really adds something to it for me, because we're building that focus. Great skill for kindergarten. Absolutely love it. Hocus Pocus, Everybody Focus. And our therapist absolutely loved it. So it won the Therapist Recommendation Award. Again, it's from Briar Patch, ages 3 and up, from University Games. Love it. And then last but not least, in the Briar Patch category for our preschool kids is Crisscross Applesauce. Now this won our Best Motor Play Award. And I love it because we're having kids use their bodies in a way that's going to help get them ready for kindergarten. So I've got my cards here, and everybody gets to take a turn, right? And there are cards that are pretend, action, and there's a third one. I feel certain, the blue ones, trace it. That's what it is. So I get a card. Nobody else gets to see what card I get. And I got a cow card, right? So now I need to pretend to be a cow so that everybody can guess what I am. And it gives me a prompt, right? It says moo moo on it. But maybe I can't read, but I can see the cow. So I got to pretend to be a cow, and I go moo, and maybe I swish my tail and chew my cud, right? And if they guess and get the cow, as soon as everybody guessed, then I clap my hands and I go crisscross applesauce, and everybody has to run back to where they are and sit down and crisscross applesauce. Now, this really helps with kindergarten because sometimes, listen, I've been in many kindergarten classrooms, right? And we start having fun and things get out of hand, and then we have to get back to the focusing, right? So it's part of the fun that you're acting it out and people are guessing, but then you say crisscross applesauce, and it's sort of like Duck, Duck, Goose, that everybody has to run back and sit down, crisscross applesauce, and be ready for the next thing. That builds those kindergarten skills, I'm telling you, like crazy. So you're pretending if it's a trace card, it shows a letter, and I take my little pointer that comes with it, and in the air, I have to trace the card, and it's showing it to me. So I may not know it, but I can trace it here first, and then I can trace it in the air, and everybody gets to guess. So that was the pretend one. What was the other one? There's pretend. Oh, action. So for action, I have to do what a fish would do. I've got a fish card, so I have to swim like a fish, right? And then they have to guess what I'm doing. Really fun, you guys. I sort of wish they made the adult version of this. So it's very fun. But it's motor because they're having to use their bodies as they're tracing, pretend to be the thing, and then they got to get back to where they were, which is crisscross applesauce. Help build that focus. Oh, I didn't put my pointer away. Can't be putting it away without the pointer. The pointer's pretty fun. Okay, so that is crisscross applesauce. All right, I think I may only have one left. Did I get everything? But okay. I saved a pretty special one for the last. All right, this is from Slumberkins, and it won the Social Skills Award in our preschool category. It is the Kinspiration Kit Social Play with Bigfoot. Now, I know you might have some questions. Social play with Bigfoot? Are you kidding me? Let me just tell you. I'm going to open this up, and then we're all going to have a moment. I'm telling you, this is like the toy that I dreamt of having as a child. This is the toy that I dreamt of giving my child. And I'm unboxing it for you here. So first of all, I love how it's boxed because, you know, it's got this nice thing, but this doubles as a scene for me to set up a scene and play. And it's very well made. I've got all kinds of things in this wonderful box. I've got this lovely little thing on a ring that gives me all kinds of, let me put it to the first page because I played with it, you know. So the first page, this is my activity book. So as a parent, if I don't really know what to do to how to prompt play with my child, this gives me all kinds of things that I can, games that I can play with the things in the box. But all right, get ready. Let's start here with the fact that this is my treehouse, and I'm already losing things out of my treehouse. Stop it, stop it, stop it. It is a treehouse. Come on now. And the treehouse, of course, opens up. This is a wooden toy that is so well made, and it comes with so many fun things that have little Velcro on them, and there's little Velcro pieces all over the treehouse, so I can decide that I want to decorate my treehouse with a mushroom, or I can decide to decorate it with a little bear, right? I've got rugs inside, I'm playing, and I'm playing pretend, and I can decorate my house with more leaves that I've got here. Oh my goodness, I've got sunflowers, I've got all kinds of things. I've got my little sign here that I can put wherever I want. But wait, there's more. Yes, of course, there's more. I've got 3 little characters. I've got a puppy dog. I've got a cat, and I have Bigfoot. And they're little wonderful characters, and they can interact with each other as I'm playing. And that's why this is a social skills builder. Plus, I have a box of mushrooms that I can use for all kinds of things that are in the activity guide, not the least of which is counting. So I've got all this fun pretend play here, a ridiculous amount of fun pretend play. But then if I use my activity cards, I begin to build some serious social skills. So there are so many helpful things in here about, as a caregiver, what you might notice. This was worked on by people who know what they're talking about. Can I just tell you? Oh, plus which there's the felt headband. I didn't go over the headband. And I can fix things onto the headband too to decorate it as well. But it tells me what I've got, and I've got all these. Oh my goodness. For instance, I can do the mushroom path here. It tells me what materials I need. I need the wooden creatures, I need the clubhouse, and I need the mushroom pegs. It says how to Use the mushrooms from the matching game to create a path that leads to the Slumberkin's house. So I'm going to lay out a path using my little mushroom things. How? And then it tells me things to talk about with my child. What's your favorite thing about the path you created? Is it straight? Is it curve? How will the friends travel on your path? Will they bounce? Will they leap? Will they run, skip, crawl, or hop? Which of these is your favorite way to move and explore? Where else might the path lead for the friends? So it gives you all these different things, and it tells you what it's promoting. For this activity, it's working on creativity, it's working on flexible thinking, it's working on imaginative play. There are other ones that work on perspective taking, problem solving, supporting transitions, curiosity, social communication, routines. There's just so many wonderful things in this. This is a delightful, delightful kit. A great gift for really any child. An impressive gift. Can we say that? And you will work on social skills as these three characters interact and as you use the activity card. So again, this toy comes to us from Slumberkins. They've got a whole new line of toys, you guys, that are just killing me. Just killing me. But beautifully packaged, wonderfully packaged. And this one, not our sensory, that's somebody else. This one, our social skills building award in our preschool category. I have it upside down. No, it's right. Okay. So what did you like the most? What really flipped your switch? What can't you live without? There are so many amazing toys here, and I think I got all of them. I'm just eyeball checking, making sure that I got to absolutely everything. I had a good time. I hope that you guys had a good time. Tomorrow, when we come back, we're going to really delve into the school-aged kiddos and some teen tween stuff, a little bit of adult, and maybe one caregiver toy award. But we encourage you, check out the guide. You can do this in many different ways. You can go to autismnetwork.com and you click on the toy guide. Start again with whichever category is the actual age of the person you're looking for a gift for. But then be willing to look at other categories too, because you might find the toy that you're looking for in a different category. That happens all the time. But also, I want to let you know that when you click on the toys, if you click on the buy now, it will take you to a place where you can purchase the toy. Now, some of them are available on our Amazon shop. So full disclosure, if you buy it from our Amazon shop, we get a couple of pennies here and there to support what we're doing here. So if you're going to buy it from Amazon anyway, go ahead and buy that from our shop. But sometimes it will take you to the actual manufacturer as well. And for these toys, all the ones that I showed you here, there's also a demo video for each one of them that you can click on that and listen to more things that I have to say about the toys. So please share, like, and comment, and let us know if you have any questions about anything in the toy guide or a toy that you see isn't in the toy guide that you're like, Shannon, how did you miss this? And then we'll take a look at it for next year. But we're out of time right now. I just want to say thank you for hanging in and watching all of these fun toys. I know that there's somebody in your life that you really want to gift a wonderful gift. I hope we've helped you to be able to do that. So more tomorrow. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
Autism Life's festival of toys feels like magic for girls and boys. Every laugh and every cheer